We gave our kids the bedroom and we are now sleeping in the living room. We live in a one-bedroom apartment, so we gave our kids the bedroom. Is that sacrifice? I think it is. Not because we were forced to, but because we chose to. Because as parents, we want our kids to feel safe, comfortable, and secure, even if that means we adjust, shrink, or make ourselves smaller. And honestly, I love seeing my children happy. That part feels easy. Their joy, their comfort, their smiles, it makes it feel worth it. What feels harder is realizing I don't have a place to decompress. There's no door to close, no quiet corner to retreat to, no real reset button. And as a mom, a wife, and a teacher, I'm constantly needed. Someone always needs something from me. My attention, my patience, my energy, my presence. And when you're always needed, overstimulation doesn't feel like a choice. It just happens. Some days I feel so touched out. Some days I feel mentally exhausted before the day even ends. And then comes the guilt because I'm grateful and I love my life and I love my family. But loving them doesn't mean I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't regret choosing my kids. I never will. But lately, I've been asking myself a harder question. At what point do I start choosing me too? Not in a selfish way, not in a way that takes away from them, but in a way that allows me to show up healthier, calmer, more present. Because pouring from an empty cup doesn't make you strong. It makes you tired. And maybe the real question isn't if I deserve space, it's not if I deserve rest. It's not if I deserve to decompress. Maybe the real question is, how do I begin? How do I start creating a space for myself, even when the space is limited? How do I choose myself in small ways without feeling guilty? Tell me some ways you decompress in the comment. What works for you? And how do you make it work in such a small space? I do know this. Loving my children deeply shouldn't mean losing myself quietly, and maybe choosing me isn't taken away from them at all. Let me know what you think in the comments.